God is instructing you to open this item immediately because the timing appears unusual. In this emergency, we have determined that the person who attempted to harm you has been identified. You have been silently anticipating. Have you ever wondered why certain energies appear to weigh more than others in your vicinity? As a result, you've been wondering what's causing your spirit to be so restless. I will provide all information by 11:55 p.m. today. Tonight, you will understand why I encouraged you to investigate this matter. I'm Archangel Michael. I've been following you closely for the past few nights, hoping to whisper this message and send it through the veil. It appears that you were consistently skipping, not due to a lack of interest, but rather because the adversary was making significant efforts to divert your attention. And now heaven declares, enough. God commands you to open this item because it is not solely based on luck. It is truly not about fear. It's all about the truth. And my child, the truth cannot wait any longer. The person who has been hiding in an attempt to harm you, whose smile does not match their envious heart, has now been exposed in the heavens. Furthermore, their name is more than just a name in a record. It is a name with significance. It was explicitly stated by God. Without a doubt, my dear, heaven has shared its name. That is why God is advising my child not to delay. If you ignore this warning once more and this incredible safeguard, you may unintentionally fall into a trap. And it's not arbitrary. It is established by someone who is very close to you. As if Gabriel's gentle winds are filling your lungs, take a slow, deep breath in and then exhale, releasing all the dust from years of influence. This message is not written in ink. The text is written in a light tone. According to God, they attempted to seize what belonged to me. When they looked at my child, they had intentions. They concealed their true desires by giving them gifts. They whispered their frustrations when no one was around, but they smiled in the sun. They'll no longer be overlooked. I'm writing to inform you that the angels have been encircling your home for the past 3 nights. It is likely that you have overheard conversations behind your back, people conversing in rooms where you were not present, phone calls mentioning you, and even someone sharing your photographs with an unknown individual. Trust me, the universe is aware of everything. This is your final chance to obtain protection before December 8th. As a result, the likelihood of divine warning will decrease. I'd like to provide clarification. I want to assure you that the purpose of this message is not to cause alarm. It is designed to arouse you. Before entering a fire, God always warns his child. This is your indication. Heaven is no longer keeping secrets. Before we continue, I'd like to share a special moment with you. You are not aware of how much you are cherished. The fact that you are reading this is not a coincidence. It appears that you did not simply scroll to arrive at this location. Your soul was summoned. This message emphasizes the importance of your future, protection, and the inheritance you are expected to receive. God said, "If they read this in its entirety, I will send my angelic sword ahead of them. I will silence any person who expresses disapproval. However, if they choose not to participate in the experience, I will give them the opportunity to see what it's like without protection." It's not about causing harm. It entails explaining the truth about spiritual warfare to them. Think about this for a moment. Have you recently noticed that an individual's tone seems slightly off? Is there a change in the behavior of someone close to you? Have you ever noticed your name mentioned in unusual places, or felt a sense of unease that you couldn't identify? Without a doubt. You're not insane. Your intuition is strong. You have the impression that your spirit has been beseeching you to awaken. However, the person who is attempting to harm you has mastered the art of concealment and is even more skilled at deception. So, in preparation for December 8th, they are planning one final action that could drastically alter your life. Hello. I'd love to share something with you if you could spare a moment to listen. They can see that there is a good outcome on the way. They caught a few glimpses of it. They have detected the divine transformation that is taking place in your vicinity. Your kindness, your calm, and your radiance. That is not a typical situation. It's truly exceptional. It appears that they have decided that if they are unable to obstruct God, they will try to divert your attention. If you delay, they'll have more time to work with. If you ignore it, they will become even more brazen. They simply vanish once you start to have doubts. However, this time is different. Before we proceed, would you be so kind as to agree to this light? Yes, I am genuinely serious. You can subscribe not only by clicking buttons, but also by connecting with your soul. Accept the truth that comes from the divine. We should resolve not to neglect the sacred any longer. Accept the idea of letting angels handle tasks that are beyond your ability to manage. The information I am about to reveal will significantly alter your perception of a specific individual. It's as if God is communicating with you, informing you that I've been giving you signs in your dreams and subtle red flags in words that don't resonate with you. Despite your intuition, you decided to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm now speaking with clarity. It is time to awaken and face the truth. Repeatedly inhale deeply. Allow the following section of this message to overwhelm you with fire and calm you with rain. Allow it to awaken the divine warrior who lives within you. You are more than just a kind person. You are a descendant of the Lion of Judah, and you will not be bothered by a wolf in sheep's clothing. I can assure you that if you were allowed to see behind the curtain, you would no longer be concerned. If you could hear the whispers in those dark rooms, you'd understand why this message arrived today, as if it were thunder wrapped in light. You have been living your life as if everything is going well. However, there has been some disagreement in the heavens about the events that have been allowed to come your way. You did not commit any infractions. It's simply that your destiny is set for something more significant. You are currently in a particularly intriguing stage of your spiritual development. This message is not meant to relieve your distress. Not everyone you trust is someone you can feel safe around. The person attempting to harm you is more than just a passing stranger. Their smile is recognizable, and they may laugh with you in bright places, but their heart has become one with darkness. To be clear, this is not a metaphor. It is similar to a moment of clarity, and God says, "My dear child, I cannot allow you to continue without seeing clearly any longer." Heaven's discourse is not a mere repetition. It appears that you had previously overlooked these messages. It appears that you have ignored the feeling of heaviness in your chest. So you've had the experience of hearing someone call your name while you're sleeping, but you just roll over and tell yourself it was all a dream. I believe you may have missed the point. That was me. The angels were simply attempting to awaken you from your spiritual slumber, which had lasted far too long. You are more than just a person going about his or her daily life. You've been chosen as a key holder for an extraordinary event, and the enemy is aware of it. It appears that the enemy has used someone you know as a decoy. Despite their apparent charm, their true intentions can be as toxic as a snake's bite. And now their name is mentioned in the court of heaven. Thus, it appears that God warned you before December 8th. Certainly not after or in close proximity to it, but immediately before it. As a result, the decision this person is about to make may have a significant impact on you. Your reputation, peace of mind, and even the extraordinary opportunities that are already on their way to you may be jeopardized if you are not prepared. Your name is extremely important in the spirit world, which may surprise you. Despite your tendency to second-guess yourself, there has been a lot of activity going on in the background about your future. Swords have been drawn to protect you in locations beyond your comprehension. Have you ever thought about the significance of God's command to open this now? Your hesitation is no longer a valid option. The opportunity is slipping away with each passing second. Every time you disregard this message, the angelic army that is ready to protect you is simply watching, waiting for the right moment to intervene. As a result, we have the following situation. It is both visually appealing and somewhat distressing. God has discerned every deception. He noticed how they rolled their eyes behind your back. When he heard about them, he said, "They are nothing without me." He observed when they squandered an opportunity that was meant for you. Nonetheless, you continued to address them as a friend, allowing them to form a close relationship. Even so, you continued to pray for them. Currently, the actions taking place in heaven are primarily motivated by your love, kindness, and purity. I just wanted to remind you that God is not angry with you, my dear. It is difficult to bear such a large amount of weight without a clear understanding of why. And it is clear that God understands your anguish, the weight that rests on your chest as the sun sets, the tightness that you feel before entering specific rooms, and the intense, undeniable sensation that arises when certain people say your name. Betrayal is resisted by your soul. Your intuition detects danger before your brain recognizes it. The timing is critical, and you are receiving this message at the perfect time. It appears that the person who intends to harm you has contacted someone other than you. Without a doubt. It is more profound than you initially realized. It goes beyond mere envy. It appears to be an act of manipulation. The primary focus is on orchestration. And God says that if you truly understand the extent of their progress, you will drop everything else and rush to this word as if it were a safe haven in the storm. Something is in the works prior to December 8th, and it could be a complete disaster or a miracle. The outcome is ultimately determined by your approach to this correspondence. Individuals who want to undermine you are attempting to infiltrate your personal space, stifle your development, and create impediments by invoking fabricated anxiety or a dramatic act. Archangel Michael, I am here with a sword of light in my hands. If you truly believe this message, I will expose every deceitful individual, put an end to every rumor, and dismantle every scheme. Please do not disregard this matter. This is not just a superstition. This approach has an almost otherworldly quality. It has been discovered that the enemy has been planning this for months. Hello, I have a fact that you may not be aware of. The breakthrough you've been waiting for, in which you almost gave up hope, is only a matter of days away. The postponed miracle is not impossible. It has been concealed. You have been chosen for an extremely important task, and it deserves more than a passing mention. Also, the person who is attempting to harm you is aware of this. They can detect your energy. They are truly alarmed by your alteration. They have been assembling allies, attempting to persuade people to oppose you, and sowing seeds of doubt in previously supportive areas. However, God declares, I will not allow my child to be harmed without repercussions. Their name has already been entered into the book of exposure. And when everything changes, you'll look back and realize that this was the moment it all changed. The air around you appears to be undergoing a new round of changes. Heaven is quickly approaching. These days, your angels are undoubtedly attempting to draw your attention. Your spirit is currently in a state of awakening, You will undoubtedly detect it. It is palpable. There is a part of you that believes the truth is near and is ready to emerge. The information you are about to read is more than just information. This person is breaking into the public eye, and it will have a significant impact on your life. Heaven is slowly bringing their name to your attention. Allow the universe to communicate with you before we get into the real deal. Your heart has consistently been more expansive than the difficulties you have faced. Your compassion has consistently surpassed your sorrows. Your spirit has always been brighter than your challenges. This is the reason people feel at ease in your presence. This is also the reason why some people may see you as a threat. I'd like to clarify that the person who attempted to harm you did not do so because you did anything wrong. Your presence made them uncomfortable, which is why they did it. You perform exceptionally well in difficult situations. You stand up where they stumble. You're progressing from wounds that they're still dealing with. You have a strength that others only pretend to have. And their hearts would race whenever your spirit rose. You are aware that as you approach your goals, it appears that those who are not in your favor become uncomfortable in your presence. Heaven implies that the person who intends to harm you is someone you would not have expected. You believed that this person would always be there for you. It's similar to having someone who appears to be on your side but only supports you as long as you stick with them. Hey, do you remember when you shared something kind with someone and their voice seemed to lose its vigor? I recall sharing a dream with someone, and instead of receiving encouragement, they responded with skepticism. A period in which you requested assistance, but were met with silence. These diminutive reactions were far from diminutive. These were the first indications that something was wrong with their facade. Heaven sees everything, my child. Every intention, every whisper, and each minor change. Michael appeared as soon as the atmosphere changed around your name. My dear, the identity has been revealed. However, there is a more serious issue that requires your attention. This individual's wound has never fully healed. A wound that has them competing against people who were never even in the same race as them. A wound that causes feelings of resentment toward the accomplishments of someone whom they truly admire. A wound that makes them worry that they will be outdone by someone they secretly admire. I need to convey a critical message to you, and while it may be sensitive, you must pay attention. The person who intends to harm you does not have genuine animosity toward you. They have developed a strong aversion to the person they've become. They truly come to life when they are close to you. Their vulnerability is exposed by your power. Your assurance illuminates their insecurity. Your advancement highlights their lack of movement. Their flaws are revealed by your purity. Your blessings expose their deficiencies. That, my dear, is why their hearts turned away from you. However, it appears that the era of deception is over. The mask is being removed. The truth is being revealed. Your defense is coming together. I recently received an extraordinary communication from heaven. This individual recently mentioned your name in a tense conversation with another person, and it was clear that the conversation was not supportive, kind, or loving. Their words were full of apprehension and frustration. They mentioned your name as if they were concerned about your presence, and heaven responded right away. I simply need one more sign to be presented to you before the name is fully coordinated. Although you may not have realized it, the energy emanating from this person has had an unexpected impact on your life. Experiencing sudden fatigue, unexplained sadness, carrying heavy burdens, dealing with anxious thoughts, lacking motivation, becoming irritable out of nowhere, and finding confusion in situations that should be peaceful. That property was not yours in the least. It appeared that you were detecting an individual's subtle jealousy toward you. I'd like to express that the energy tag you're carrying with you into your next blessing will not be accepted by heaven. This is why the revelation must happen immediately. Your spirits are already lifted by the mere mention of that person. You can already feel a nudge from your gut. Your soul is most likely already aware of the person I am discussing. My dear, it appears that the identity is finally within reach. We are now going to reveal the truth to you. Almost every spiritual curtain has been lifted. You are only moments away from achieving clarity. The truth is currently waiting for you on the very edge of your spirit. I can tell what sensation your heart is experiencing. It appears that your spirit is preparing. I can see the final layer of your destiny being revealed by heaven. We've arrived at this point as a result of the long wait, unusual silence, and unexpected events. It appears that heaven has been trying to communicate with you. You appear to have been receiving messages from angels recently. Recently, it appears that your intuition has improved, and it is clear that the person who intends to harm you is finally being revealed. This person likes your name, but not in the same way that a friend or loved one would. They cling to your name as if it were a burden, an impossible struggle to bear because your mere presence forces them to confront a reality they are not yet ready to face. This individual's jealousy did not emerge this week. It all began when they noticed the light emanating from within you. They have observed you ascending without the use of a ladder. They have noticed your self-improvement. They've seen how you deal with adversity on your own. There is something within them as a result of watching you grow up without supervision. Please do not assume that you can advance while they remain stationary. I have something to share that I am very passionate about. This person is not just envious of your possessions. People look at you with a sense of envy because of your exceptional qualities. Your intuition, wisdom, strength, sensitivity, light, and courage, as well as your kindness and gentle personality. Each aspect of you causes them pain. It appears that heaven is revealing another hidden truth to us. This person attempted to obstruct your progress by using subtle emotional strategies rather than physical aggression or direct assault. Small comments designed to make you question your own beliefs. The fleeting moments that cause people to consider their own worth. Small remarks intended to diminish your brilliance. Small reactions that cause a desire to maintain one's calm. This is the process used to reduce spiritual interference. It is silent and imperceptible, but it exerts a powerful influence that is frequently unspoken. You absorbed all of their energy without realizing it. They were talking about you when you suddenly felt tired. When you first started to feel depressed, they had some negative feelings toward you. When you were feeling confused or overwhelmed, their energy really struck a chord with you. However, fate had different plans for you. This is why the message was delivered at the 11th hour. There is an item that you must acquire. You're extremely close to making that breakthrough. Even minor negative connections can have a significant impact on your journey. That is why God said, "Go ahead and disclose the name. Let us unleash the energy. Ensure the safety of my child." My dear, this information is for you. This person's name is probably one you've heard before. Someone who made a significant emotional impact on you. Someone in whom you have placed an excessive amount of trust. Someone to whom you confided when you were feeling vulnerable. A person who understands parts of your heart. However, it appears that heaven believes they were never meant to be part of your future. During that time, you had valid reasons for keeping them, and they made sense to you. Isn't it interesting how history can evoke feelings of comfort and familiarity? The memories we cherish can sometimes feel like a duty, but they also inspire us to be optimistic about the future. However, it is important to note that heaven does perceive the contents of our hearts. Heaven also observed what you couldn't see. My child, the path of a chosen soul is predetermined. However, it may be delayed if the incorrect person is present. This is why it appears that heaven is directing this individual away from you. My dear, the name of this person is rising like smoke. It is coming together. It is starting to make more sense. Your intuition is blazing. Your soul is speaking quietly. I have a fairly good understanding of the person in question. Your heart has most likely detected them already, has it not? Your intuition has already warned you. It is simply not a concept that your mind will recognize. However, it appears that the era of denial is over. I can see that my child's identity is almost entirely clear. I am currently deciding whether to keep certain information confidential or to make it public. The following section will be so profound that you will feel it in your chest before I speak. God says, "Congratulations, you have been granted an abundance of wealth. You will not receive it if you do not listen to the complete message. I have tapped the vaults of heaven and placed your name on a divine financial release. However, I must warn you that this is not a usual case. Currently, angels are being dispatched with orders to perform miracles. If you ignore this now, the enemy will prevent you from receiving the favor I meant. I watched your hunger, late-night prayers, and sobbing which no one else did. As a result, you must pay close attention to the end, or you will miss out on the future that I promised you. Today, your legacy is being created. To claim it, say, Amen. I am not late. I am prompt and have enough resources. I am not simply transmitting dollars. I'm sending messages of protection, healing, and restoration. You weren't overlooked. You were not disregarded. I observed your heartbreaking moment in silence while no one else was around. I captured every prayer and silent complaint that came from your heart. I am finally delivering you with the response you have been waiting for quite some time. This is a sacred appointment. You are not here by chance. I brought you here to make sure you didn't miss the most important divine transfer of your life. You have given up leisure, tranquility, and delight. However, I'm reestablishing what the locusts tried to eat. If you believe I am addressing you directly, please react with an amen, because the dissemination has already begun in spirit. Avoid enabling the adversary to detract from your possessions. By the time the sun sets, this word has the power to change your circumstances. You've had the sensation of being on the verge of something major, but you weren't sure how to approach it. This is owing to the fact that I was setting up the stage and arranging everything backstage. The reason it appeared to be delayed was that I wasn't only preparing the benediction. I was preparing you. Both are currently poised for a collision. Divine assignments are already being sent to angels to deconstruct walls that money cannot break down and to unlock gateways that have been shut by generational curses. You are currently in a state where healing and supernatural affluence converge. Money isn't the only consideration. It represents the restoration of divine favor, pleasure, and dignity. I observed the day you were betrayed. I observed the night you thought you were abandoned, but I never abandoned you. I had been waiting for this very time to bestow upon you a benediction that would silence all mocking voices. What you experienced was not a sort of punishment. It served as a prelude to the content I am now spreading. I'd like to let you know that my coordination is perfect. I am never punctual or tardy. I am continually moving forward in accordance with your goal and mission. You thought the doors were permanently closed, Yet I unlocked a door that no man can close. In addition, your name is written on the door. I picked you as my progeny. You were never commonplace. You are currently under the impact of celestial illumination. Despite others' mistrust, I have supported you. The heavens are seeing your promotion. Even those who attempted to obstruct you have been silenced in my name. I hope you can now hear me clearly. The money you're about to get is more than just a source of comfort. You hope to influence others through your behavior. You will serve as a testament. You will now provide what you previously lacked. The wounds that tore you apart will now be healed in others. I entrusted this wealth to you for a divine reason. If you believe I am capable of doing what the world considers impossible, please accept this without hesitation. Now is not the time to entertain such doubts. Now is the time to act with confidence. Because my statement isn't a recommendation. It is a command that rules your life. And when I give a directive, nothing can stop it. If you feel that this term is evoking a strong feeling in you, please leave a comment at 1111. Let this be your assurance that the divine realm has acknowledged your faith. You are not just being observed. In my kingdom, you are honored. Your faith has attracted attention from my throne. I am your father, and I do not enjoy seeing you in pain. This is why I'm altering the atmosphere around you. I'm influencing your health, relationships, finances, and possibly your future lineage. Each region that the foe tried to curse. My status has been raised to be blessed. It was always meant for you to outperform the norm. It was always planned that you be the one to carry the light. This is why the conflict is so heated. The devil does not fight entities that are not a threat to him. However, every dispute is today being viewed as an opportunity for success. And each delay is being transformed into divine acceleration. Don't worry about the source of the funding. Please be notified that the order has been shipped. Unexpected avenues will develop. Resources that are hidden will be revealed. My authority will impact banks, individuals, and systems. No mortal can stop the preparations I've made for you. Please keep this in mind. You are not only obtaining monetary recompense. You are experiencing peace. You are experiencing stability. You are being awarded a favor that will alter entire family narratives. The kind of miracle that converts generational poverty into generational inheritance. It is now time to attend to me. Preserve this moment. Please avoid scrolling. There is no reason for uncertainty. The adversary wishes for you to leave immediately before the breakthrough. Nonetheless, I am present to keep the door open. Your life will never be the same after you enter. This isn't just about finances. I'm soothing your emotions. I am relieving your anxiety. I'm recovering your vitality. As I accompany you through the flames, I make sure that not a single hair on your head is damaged. I am the deity that prohibits lions from communicating. This is your indication. You inquired. I, for one, I am currently administering it. Do not listen to anyone who attempts to persuade you otherwise. I am not a god who speaks lies. I shall carry out my commitments if I have stated them. If I make a commitment, I will follow through on it. Heaven and earth may go. However, my dedication will last endlessly. Please take a moment to reconfirm your faith in me. Release the anxiety that has slowed your growth. My affection suffices. My capabilities are sufficient. I assured you that they were sufficient. I've never let you down. I will not disappoint you at this time. You will receive confirmation of my statement by the end of the day. A bank notification, an email, or a phone call. Something will happen that causes your heart to beat faster. Please remember to communicate your gratitude to me when it arrives. Please remember to be respectful of the stuff you get. And if this has resonated with you, if your spirit recognizes it as coming from me, I encourage you to like this video so that more of my children can discover this word. Make it a source of light for someone else who is in darkness. I'm your protector, provider, and source of peace. I am the one who has sealed the blessing. You are entering a miraculous financial flood. I'm directly in charge of it. I will ensure that it is delivered to you. Punctual, abundant, and undeniable. Allow nothing to discourage you. The challenges you face are strengthening your reliance on me and shaping your character. Although I will lessen your problems and restore your temporal wealth, my deepest desire is for you to grow spiritually. Trials are the mechanism through which one's faith grows. And it is through your relationship with me that you achieve true peace. I am steadfast and truthful, so continue to put your trust in my words. Refuse to reject my guarantees, even if the proof is not readily obvious. My coordination is superb, and my aspirations for your life are founded on eternal love. I am not withholding blessings from you. I'm making sure you're properly equipped to transfer them. Regardless of how uncertain the journey seems, my divine hand guides each step. Although you may not grasp every move, I have a thorough knowledge. I am ensuring that all aspects are in sync for your benefit. During your times of uncertainty, remember that I have never abandoned you. My spirit surrounds you in quiet, ensuring that your needs are addressed even before you voice them. I am aware of your heart's most profound desires. I heard the prayers you said through tears. I've witnessed your decisions and silent sacrifices in the absence of others. I've never stopped observing you. I am fully and thoroughly acquainted with every element of you, including your thoughts, emotions, and pulse. I am eager to be a part of your daily life since my love for you knows no bounds. I am not only interested in your spiritual experiences. I want to be there for you through every breath, choice, and tranquil hour. Allow me to share in both your mundane days and your achievements. The rest of the world may struggle to understand your vocation. Others may condemn or scorn what they don't comprehend, but I see you. I see your pain, hope, calm courage, and unwavering spirit, which endures in its conviction despite external opposition. In this cosmos, there is no need to compete for recognition or validation. I've marked you with my symbol, and you're mine. I will meet those who accuse you of falsehoods and deceit with justice. I am your guardian, and I will shield you from the harm that others seek to inflict on you. Human intervention will not postpone the advent of your blessings. I am the person who safeguards, gives, and promotes. The words I prophesied over your life will be realized, and no force of darkness can deny them. You are not making progress toward your goal. You are navigating it. I have planted seeds of heavenly perfection, purpose, and grandeur in your spirit. Although you may currently feel inadequate, the potential I have instilled in you will exceed your greatest expectations. You will not just suffer. You will prosper. You will not simply be cured. Your being will overflow with wholeness. Don't get discouraged by the slow pace. My compositions often begin in obscurity, yet they consistently produce results in public. Your roots are growing deeper than you know, and the harvest will soon be obvious to all. I will entrust you with much more if you remain true in what appears to be a minor problem. I am putting treasures in your hands that will last for generations, so please keep them open. My blessings are not temporary. They are transforming, eternal, and tailored to your individual needs. I am aware of your vulnerabilities, and I shall be your bulwark. I am aware of your weaknesses, and I shall act as your source. You are currently undergoing a period in which I am separating you from what you are not permitted to keep. I don't regret the things I get rid of. Instead, I trim what impedes progress. What appears to be a setback is in fact a forerunner to the next step. I assure you that I will rearrange your life. Occasionally, I must close a door to allow you to pass through the one that leads to purpose. I have not abandoned you, even if you feel rejected, neglected, or left behind. I am enabling a supernatural revolution in your life. Let's get rid of your anxiety and keep your trust. Please consider this a reminder. You are chosen not because you are perfect, but because you are willing to surrender. The cause is your willingness to rely on me rather than your fortitude. You are favored, protected, and destined for great things. You are unconscious of the innumerable occasions on which I have protected you when you were unaware that you were in danger. My guardians watched over you as you slept. When you thought you'd failed, my grace engulfed you. I am always in business whether or not you are. Observe it. Your spirit was moved for a reason. You are being drawn into a new level of closeness with me. The hunger you have does not reflect emptiness. My spirit is attracting you to a deeper level of friendship. Respond to the request. Don't overlook it. When there is silence around me, I am most outspoken. I bring you closer in the silence. The more you rely on me, the clearer your path will be. However, I'm not just standing by you. I am part of you. I'm your physician. This includes not just physical remains, but also shattered dreams, broken emotions, and lost hope. I am reviving what was buried, rejuvenating what was dry, and restoring what had been lost. You will have another spell of mirth. You'll resume dancing. You will have another hallucination. Do not be concerned about the unknown. I have already arrived. I go before you, preparing benefits in places you haven't been. I follow you, tending to the wounds you didn't realize were still causing you agony. I embrace you with my affection. Every morning my mercy is restored, not because you deserve it, but because you are mine. I'm not ashamed of your past, mistakes, or vulnerabilities. I considered every possibility before selecting you. My affection is unconditional. It is eternal. Your story is not yet complete. The chapter you are presently reading may be difficult, but I am the author, and I have already written your triumph. Continue reading, walking, and trusting. Each tempest has a distinct purpose. Every trial is the beginning of something. The object you are presently holding will soon serve as your testimony. I am refining you via the process, so don't dislike it. My timing may test your patience, but it will never fail. It will be perfect, beautiful, and worth every cry when it happens. Avoid comparing your journey to that of others. What I am doing within you is unique. You are not in vain in your faith. Your prayers have been acknowledged. Your obedience was not overlooked. When you say my name, heaven moves. Speak vitality into your situation. Declare my commitments vocally. Use your words as instruments of truth. They will repel the darkness. You are not a mistake. You are not overlooked. You're my masterpiece. You're visible to me. I am delighted by your presence. I will accompany you. Do not allow fear to take over your emotions. Fear deceives. Fear is banished by my unwavering adoration. Rest in that love, and you will find tranquility. I'm softly, steadily, and truly developing you. I work in the solitude of your mind, preparing you for things that go beyond your prayers, while the rest of the world wants noise and approval. You will not be necessary to physically force the doors to open. I will open them for you. You will cross them with grace and confidence, as I did before you. I notice that you are tired. I am aware that the delays have tested your endurance, and the battles have exhausted your energy. However, I encourage you to not give up. You're now more accessible than ever. Miracles are advancing toward you in an unseen realm. The responses are currently being disclosed. Chains are being severed. Every prayer shouted with confidence is now echoing through eternity. What the enemy intended to destroy is now the soil on which your benefits will grow. I am using your anguish to boost your career. I never squander resources. Tears, heartaches, and lonely evenings are being turned into testimony. Remain consistent in minor concerns. Integrity in the absence of external supervision. Love that is tough to share. Practicing patience amid stressful times. These are the jewels of my kingdom. I am not after perfection. I am looking for souls that are willing and humble. Regardless of your stumbles, I am able to grasp you. I help you recover from your downfall. Your fortitude is not the basis for my grace. It is fundamental to my being. Additionally, I am a merciful God. You are not compelled to beg me to adore you. You are not needed to seek my approval. It's already in your possession. I have kept you in my heart from the beginning of time. In your mother's womb, I plan to knit you together. Every feature, capability, and detail. I purposefully created you. There are no flaws in you that I cannot exploit. I can compensate for any weaknesses with my strength. It's not too late for you. You did not squander your opportunity. You will not ignore what is yours. Others cannot take what I have ordered for your life. Remove the burden of humiliation. Abstinence from regret. These are weights that were never meant for you to lift. I bore your burden so that you could live freely. When you make room for me, I take up every available space. I create peace in the midst of anxiety. There was joy in the midst of sorrow. Clarity in areas of uncertainty. I will live with you if you extend an invitation. During the silent hours of the night, when your heart aches and you can't speak, know that I hear your spirit's groans. I translate what you are unable to express. I reply with tranquility, comfort, and my entire being. I will give you grandeur in return for your ashes. The oil of gladness is used in grieving, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. You were never meant to be in a condition of defeat. You were created to march triumphantly. The sight of winning may not always match your expectations. Sometimes it isn't as deafening. At times it is the ability to awaken and keep one's faith. Sometimes it takes strength to persevere when all else fails. Each act of faith, whatever of size, shakes the reign of evil. Your tenacity is formidable. Your fortitude is quite remarkable. Your efforts are having an impact even if you have yet to see the results. Continue to honor my commitment. Avoid letting the world affect your values. Allow my spirit to be your guide. I will lead you on the proper way. I am eradicating anything that is not proper from your existence. Your discomfort is the result of my hand reorganizing, restoring, and purifying. Allow the process to proceed. Believe me, you are not alone, even if it is hard. My presence remains even when people leave. I understand you, even if others don't. My adoration, however, stays consistent. Your goal was to emanate radiance. I am not looking to impress or compete. Instead, I want to express my magnificence. You are a reflection of me when you walk with compassion, forgive, and lift others. Your past does not make you disqualified. In fact, I'll use it to qualify you for a larger impact. Nothing is squandered on my domain. I am the God of redemption. Maintain a tall stature. Lift your cranium. Stroll with confidence. I am not in yourself, but in the person I am within you. You are not the victim. You emerged victorious. My assurances are not just words. They are important energy. They have the ability to transform, communicate, assert, and believe. I will not deny you, even if it is delayed. I am not disregarding you, even in the presence of silence. Anticipation has a function. I operate in the background. I'm arranging for people, venues, resources, and schedules to come together for your blessing. It will be perfect when it happens. In retrospect, you will say, only God could have accomplished this. Despite the duration of this journey, I will accompany you. You do not need to be mindful of every step. It is sufficient to have faith in those who do. Allow your emotions to find comfort in me. Allow your spirit to remain peaceful. I am in control and will not let you down. I have an impeccable reputation. You've been selected. You've been contacted. You have been identified as a special entity, and the world has yet to see the full scope of the work that I will do through you. As you go down this path, keep one thing in mind. I am encouraged by your faith, despite its frailty or instability. I will honor your beliefs, and am grateful that you continue to visit me. I believe you should leave a comment. I shall never tire of you. I'm not discouraged by your acts. I avoid making comparisons between you and other people. I see only the journey I have planned for you and the unique purpose I have put in you. Others may try to mimic your anointing, but they cannot transport the substance that I have prepared for you. Your mission is sacred. Your destiny has been determined. No facsimile can match the sincerity of the foundation I've laid within your spirit. Regardless of how foreign the path ahead appears, your compass will guide my spirit. I'll whisper the appropriate times to move, stop, and turn. I will unlock doors you have never knocked on and shut doors that were never meant for you. It will be clear that I affected your existence. Individuals will look at you and say, "This is the Lord's work." I will use your name to demonstrate the repercussions of having entire trust in me. I am about to do something that will benefit not only you, but also everyone who is affiliated with you. Your obedience is unlocking miracles that will benefit future generations. Your children's descendants will benefit from your current faithfulness. I've heard your calls for a breakthrough. I notice the despair in your supplication. I am not ignoring your sorrow, my child. I'm translating it into power. Weeping has its place, but it is quickly approaching its end. It's now time to celebrate, rebuild, and restore. What was previously harmed will be repaired. There will be a multiplicative return on what was lost. I shall reclaim the years that the locusts devoured, as well as the disappointments, delays, and betrayals. Nothing will be squandered. I will use it to strengthen your testimony and boost your career. Even in your most vulnerable position, I continue to assist you. I have never considered you to be beneath my consideration. I'm never too far from you. I am always ready to lead you to safety, and my arms are always open. You are not compelled to explain your pain to the public. I have already comprehended. I'm already aware. Furthermore, I am the only person capable of causing actual healing. Please deliver your burdens to me. Put them on the ground. Abandon your authority. Your soul is anticipating the deluge of my peace. I am not enraged at you, my child. I haven't concealed my face from you. I keep from withdrawing when you make mistakes. Rather, I approach you and breathe words of grace and mercy over your life. Regardless of your leaving, I have pursued you. Despite your mistrust, I remain committed. You are mine, and I will never give up your possession. Do not let the load of shame shatter your spirit. I am the one who elevates your head. I am the one who turns ashes into crowns, sorrow into joy, and remorse into peace. It is unnecessary for you to resolve every difficulty. You do not have to supply each response today. I will meet you there with power and provision, so just take the next step in confidence. Provision will manifest in unexpected ways. It may not come at the moment or from the person you expected, but it will. I'm your provider, not a man. What I have planned for you will not be destroyed by the adversary. Angels have been deployed to fight on your side, and I've built protective hedges around you. What has been postponed will be revealed at the optimal time. I will make certain that you do not lose this opportunity. It is impossible to steal what you own. What I wrote in your honor is indelible in the sky. I wrote your name on my heart. It is muttered in front of angels. When you speak, all of heaven bows to listen. You are not battling in isolation. Heaven's troops are fighting with you. I'm present in the valley with you. I'm present on the mountain with you. I am with you in the fires, and you will not be consumed. No weapon designed to hurt you will be effective. Arrows aimed against you will be unsuccessful. The lies shouted against you will become powerless as they fall to the ground. I am your guardian. I will clarify places where there has previously been uncertainty. I will bring order to a chaotic situation. I will bring joy where there was previously just crying. And it will all be to my profit. They'll see the potential of my surrendered spirit. Maintain your proximity to me. Allow my voice to overpower the background noise. Allow my truth to outweigh the fabrications. My adoration will silence your fear. I understand you, regardless of how others perceive you. My presence remains even when people leave. I perceive you, regardless of whether you consider yourself invisible. My radiance will illuminate you. You are not severely affected. You're not too far gone. You were not disqualified. I specialize in hiring the misunderstood, marginalized, and disregarded. I use the defenseless to humiliate the powerful. I hire people with disabilities to help others heal. I use the excluded to maintain regeneration. Do not base your value on the approval of others. I hold you in great respect. My hand has chosen you. In my kingdom, you are treated like royalty. Honor has been conferred upon you. I clothed you in righteousness. Grace has surrounded you. Proceed with that persona. Do not rehearse the things that have caused you pain. Begin proclaiming the commitments I promised to you. Allow my truth to penetrate your consciousness. Let my message serve as the foundation for your soul. There will be a change soon. There will be knowledge of it. You will feel the winds of change. Furthermore, you will realize that this is the Lord's doing. Please hold on for a moment. The breakthrough is closer than you might expect. The miracle is already happening. I may have been working in silence, but you may feel forgotten. I've been involved in battles that you were ignorant of. I have been creating the groundwork for your ascent. Prepare yourself, because the upcoming events will far exceed your expectations. Beyond your wildest expectations. Exceeds your expectations. This is the fulfillment of my vow. This is the realization of the words I said to you in the dark. It will now radiate in the sun. You've been diligent. While others advanced, you remained firm in your conviction. You have retained your confidence in the lack of rapid responses. And now the heavens have responded. Denial was never the cause of the delay. It was an act of preparedness. It was the development of your spiritual perseverance. It was the improvement of your perception. You were being prepared in secret for a victory that would be witnessed by a great number of people. The crown you wear will signify the tears you wept, the prayers you murmured, and the moments in which you decided for faith over fear. Those memories are still with me. They are sacred to me. This season will be distinctive. It will not be like the past. Cycles won't be repeated. The generational curses are being broken. Your children will be able to roam freely. My tranquility will be conveyed to your home. Your name will become synonymous with my favor. Furthermore, your legacy will convey messages of abundance, healing, and faith. You are entering a state of restoration. Not simply in terms of money, but also in terms of relationships, goals, and happiness. What was previously harmed will be restored to its former condition. The taken items will be returned. I will ensure that you do not suffer a loss. I will not abandon you in this valley. I will lift you up, elevate your feet, and surround you with melodies of deliverance. You're mine. Although the world may change, I stay resolute. My commitments are permanent. My adoration is unshakable. My authority is unchanged. I continue to be the God who splits the waters, moves mountains, and multiplies loaves. I am the God who continues to mute lions' mouths and raises the dead. I have not and will never change. Your optimism is not unfounded. Your petitions are not without merit. Your worship is not ignored. Heaven keeps track of every action you've committed in my name. Those who diligently pursue me will be rewarded. I appreciate the people who make the decision. Divinity. I admire individuals who persevere in the face of adversity. A prize will be given to you. Maintain the cleanliness of your palms. Maintain the purity of your spirit. Maintain the brightness of your language. I spread the blessings from these. I've started a fresh process for you. Something novel. Something sacrosanct. Something that will amaze you. You have remained loyal in the face of obscurity. Your obedience has been met without any recognition. You have venerated by weeping. I'll now give you a tribute. Men, I shall arrange a table in front of your adversaries. I'll put oil in your cranium. Your cup will overflow. There is nothing you will be missing. Even your sorrow will be used as a forum. The difficulties you face will serve as catalysts for connecting with others. I never allow suffering to happen without a cause. I redeem every item. Your fragility enhances my strength. When you realize your own needs, you demonstrate to me that you are a powerful individual. It is unnecessary for you to be self-sufficient. I am the wellspring of your fortitude. You may contact me at times of distress. I will respond. Yes, I will rescue you. I shall meet my duties. You no longer have to endure this load. It is unnecessary for you to project a sense of well-being. You are free to be candid with me. I'm already aware. Let go of your responsibilities. Allow my tranquility to surround you. Allow my affection to embrace you. I am present. My spirit is influencing your life. I am now repairing the damage you were unaware was present. I am fixing something you thought was irreparable. I'm recommitting to the commitment you abandoned. This is your turn. This is your hour. This is the season for which you have prayed. Prepare yourself. Align your spirit. Maintain your attention on me. Remove the sources of distraction. I'm going to be moving swiftly. No one can close a door that I have opened. When I declare a benediction, no one can curse it. My directive to increase is unhindered by any obstacles. Maintain your modesty. Continue to be open. Please keep attentive to my guidance. Your future activities are critically important. You're on the verge of witnessing miracles. There is more than one. Not merely those that are small. However, miracles are everywhere, unmistakable and overwhelming. The type that keeps skeptics from speaking. The type that drastically changes your life. The type that brings tears of respect. I am the author of those miracles. I've noticed your calm obedience. Your requests were heard in whispers. I collected your tears in a container, but they are not forgotten. The upcoming chapter will be marked by joy. Hilarity ensued, with petitions that have been resolved, featuring sacred surprises. You will not be forced to engage in the same way you did previously. You've entered a period of repose. I will advocate for you. I will speak up for you. Trust is your responsibility. To commend. Subsequently. In addition, I will manage all other concerns. There is no need to worry about the unknown. I've already arrived. Fearing the future is useless. I'm using my hands to support it. Continue walking in faith. Continue to anticipate goodness. Continue to declare triumph. Also, take note of my subsequent activities. I've previously planned for all of your needs. The problem you're now dealing with has already been resolved in paradise. I move ahead of you to adjust the misaligned parts. I'm here to protect and compensate you. The objects that used to frighten you will no longer have any influence. I have shaped your character. I have improved your discernment. Now, you will walk with authority and wisdom. I am giving you the ability to look beyond the superficial. I am giving you a hearing that can recognize my voice. Counterfeit blessings can no longer deceive you. I will show what is genuine and what is designed to fool. Please do not hesitate to deny requests that do not directly concern me. You're not overlooking anything. You are being protected. You are being positioned for a far more meaningful purpose. I am not only bestowing favors on you. My objective is to teach you how to control them. Discipline is required to maintain them. The capacity to increase their number. Additionally, the ability to effectively communicate with them. Individuals I introduce into your life will communicate with you in a lively manner. When you get tired, they will carry you. They will intervene for you in secret. They will show affection for you without hidden reasons. I am deleting those who were dispatched. A disturbance that ruins your peace. I am silencing the mouths of those who have spread lies about you. You're not compelled to protect yourself. I shall carry out that task on your behalf. You were never meant to be in a state of survival. You were meant to flourish. You were meant to be a source of happiness, peace, and prosperity. I am taking you to that location. Trust my process, even if your circumstances do not match your requests. I am capable of extracting water from granite. I have the ability to resuscitate the dead. I am capable of handling any obstacle. Maintain a sensitive spirit. Bitterness will strive to establish itself in the same location where disappointment once bloomed. I'll erase it with my words. Replace it with thankfulness. The environment is influenced by thankfulness. It is the beginning of the cosmos. It reorients your perspective. It prepares you to receive greater resources. Allow your words to build rather than demolish. Allow your mind to focus on what is authentic and good. Maintain your brain with the same care as a prized garden. Provide it with light. Every time you chose to bless instead of criticize, you planted a seed. You fed that germ each time you forgave rather than retaliated. Harvest is approaching. I'm making divine relationships. Individuals you previously did not know will present you with answers, opportunity, and compassion. You will not have to plead. I shall transmit them. I will even engage strangers to bestow favors on you. I will use alternative funding sources to support your vision. Grace-wrapped provision will be shipped. You will not be compelled to pay anyone other than me. There is no need to worry about being misconstrued. Do not reduce your size to accommodate others. I have given you a brilliance that will illuminate you. Be unwavering, kind, and courageous. I gave you the gift of being unique. Do not compare your trip, talents, or pace. The mission I've set to you is sacred. You're not trailing. You are following a divine purpose. I'm in the process of planting roots, so certain seasons are quite tranquil. I am redirecting you, which is why certain entrances are closed. Certain delays function as safeguards. Please trust me with your timeline. I have the ability to recapture time that has been lost. I have the ability to accelerate your destiny. I can change the state of not yet into the state of now. I am the God of all seasons. Do not let loneliness convince you that you are neglected. My presence surrounds you. I've embraced you. I've never abandoned you. Speak my name when you wake up in the middle of the night with an ache in your heart. I'll be engulfed in serenity like a flood. My solace will wrap around you like a comfortable blanket. I will not leave you in your pain. My burden is being exchanged for enjoyment. I'm replacing exhaustion with fortitude. I am raising your spirit so that you can rise once more. My presence is the wind under your wings. You are not an inconvenience. You aren't very huge. You are not overlooked. You are cherished, recognized, and appreciated. Your hairs have been counted. Your tears have been tallied. Your name is etched on the palm of my hand. You're my forever. I am giving you new hope even as I speak. You will feel vigor in regions that were previously dry. There will be mobility in areas where you were previously stuck. I am in the process of altering everything. I am the conflict's owner. Take solace in that reality. Dispose of your weapons. Please let me campaign for you. Your instrument will be adoration. People will compliment you on your posture. Your foundation will be faith. In addition, I will function as your sanctuary. In retrospect, you will say, only God could have accomplished this. You will be shocked by how I supported, exalted, and transported you. Your story will enhance my reputation. Slow down when speaking and answer quickly while listening. I will provide enlightenment to your quiet moments. I will direct you calmly. I'll guide you with affection. Pushing through is unnecessary. You do not have to compete for attention. You've already been chosen, loved, and accepted. I have not forgotten my commitments to you. I have not forgotten the remarks you made during your life. I will make sure they are realized during my lifetime. And when I do, it will be perfect. It will fit without any issues. It will be accompanied by peace rather than duress. I am not a divinity of chaos. I am a divinity who oversees divine alignment, purpose, and order. Everything that I permit is linked to something larger. Even what appeared to be a setback will work to your benefit. You will eventually understand the uncertainty that today perplexes you. When the parts are assembled, you will notice that I was precise in all aspects. You will see how I kept you safe by redirecting you. You'll be thankful for every rejection, delay, and closed door. Do not mourn the loss of what I have erased. Punishment is not what I remember. It is protecting. I see things that you don't. I am aware of stuff that you are oblivious of. I am constructing an environment in which you will thrive rather than simply survive. A place where your abilities will flourish, your calmness will grow, and your spirit will find peace. Entrust me with the journey. You will never be in danger from me. It is likely that you are unable to understand the reason for the lengthy delay. The reason why others have overtaken you. Why did the pleas appear to be unanswered, although the wait was not in vain? I used the interim interval to shape your character. I used it to bolster your confidence. I used it to ensure that you may keep the item you desired. You're now prepared. I am prepared to govern compassionately. I am not frightened to donate. I am ready to rise with no sense of vanity. You are prepared because you remain committed during difficult times. I shall express my gratitude for your loyalty. I shall express my gratitude for your devotion. Your perseverance will be rewarded with happiness. Your endurance will not be ineffectual. I'm recreating your memories. I'm connecting with the parts of you that have been hurt by others. I am communicating peace to the areas that are still experiencing difficulty. You are being rejuvenated from the inside out. I'm capable of redeeming anything. I am able to rewrite any tale. I'm capable of healing any wound. Your history does not decide your future. Release what you've exhausted. Release the version of yourself that existed during the survival phase. Enter the new season that I've planned for you. Step fearlessly into blessings. You have carried responsibilities that were not yours to bear. You sought to handle issues that I had not requested your aid with. You've run out of energy. Now is the time to take a break and concentrate on myself. Rest is not indicative of fragility. Rest is sacred. Trusting that I will carry what you are unable to do is the essence of relaxation. Rest is an act of devotion. Detach yourself from what you are unable to handle. Instead, put your trust in my hands. My limbs do not tremble. My limbs are immune to failure. Your future will be in my hands. I shall define your future. I will provide you with all of the necessary stuff. In addition, I will carry it out with affection. Quit questioning your worth. Avoid doubting your identity. You are not the person to whom others have referred. You are the person I identified you as. You are adored. You've been selected. You've been anointed. You're mine. Discouragement has been used by the opposition to undercut your motivation. However, you maintain your stand. I maintained my conviction. I stay optimistic. That is confirmation that my spirit is present within you. You're more resilient than you realize, not due to your fortitude, but rather to mine. You embody my authority. You are the funnel via which my spirit exhales. You are never left without help. You are never left without help. You're never without affection. I am always present with you. Your life is going to experience a shift, a divine swerve, a sacred reversal. What was supposed to harm you will now benefit you. I am giving up celestial protection. I am offering aid from unexpected sources. I am directing you to the proper people. You will not ignore what is yours. I'm about to raise you in ways that the rest of the world will not understand. Your private obedience leads to a public promotion. They will not understand it, but they will watch it. You will not have to provide an explanation. There is no need to provide justification. You will surely continue in good standing. No one can deny the presence of my hand. Your brightness is likely to become more intense. Your voice is about to expand. Your capacity for influence is about to grow. I'm confident in your abilities to handle it. Maintain your modesty. Maintain your purity. Maintain acquiescence. These are the keys that will allow you to carry the honor that I am about to bestow on your life. You are presently approaching the end of a prophecy. Generations of prayers for you are finally being answered. The events you thought were impossible are now taking place. You will enter locations that were once only a dream. You will be seated at tables where you never believed you would belong. I will make sure you are seated in that location. I will dress you honorably. I shall engulf you in calm. I'll shower you with blessings. You will exceed your capacity. You will never be expected to extort what is intended for you. You will realize the obligations that I have allocated to your life. It will happen without any uncertainty. It will be accompanied by peace rather than duress. I am not a divinity of chaos. I am a divinity who oversees divine alignment, purpose, and order. Everything that I permit is linked to something larger. Even what appeared to be a setback will work to your benefit. You will eventually understand the uncertainty that today perplexes you. When the parts are assembled, you will notice that I was precise in all aspects. You will see how I kept you safe by redirecting you. You'll be thankful for every rejection, delay, and closed door. Do not mourn the loss of what I have erased. Punishment is not what I remember. It is protecting. I see things that you don't. I am aware of stuff that you are oblivious of. I am constructing an environment in which you will thrive rather than simply survive. Your presence will flourish in this location, where your tranquility will thrive. Additionally, the location where your essence will eventually rest. Entrust me with the journey. To keep the item that you wanted. You're now prepared. I am prepared to govern compassionately. I am not frightened to donate. I am ready to rise with no sense of vanity. You are prepared because you remain committed during difficult times. I shall express my gratitude for your loyalty. I shall express my gratitude for your devotion. Your perseverance will be rewarded with happiness. Your endurance will not be ineffectual. I'm recreating your memories. I'm connecting with the parts of you that have been hurt by others. I am communicating peace to the areas that are still experiencing difficulty. You are being rejuvenated from the inside out. I'm capable of redeeming anything. I am able to rewrite any tale. I'm capable of healing any wound. Your history does not decide your future. Release what you've exhausted. Release the version of yourself that existed during the survival phase. Enter the new season that I've planned for you. Step fearlessly into blessings. You have carried burdens that were not yours to bear. You sought to handle issues that I had not requested your aid with. You've run out of energy. Now is the time to take a break and concentrate on myself. Rest is not indicative of fragility. Rest is sacred. Trusting that I will carry what you are unable to do is the essence of relaxation. Rest is an act of devotion. Detach yourself from what you are unable to handle. Instead, put your trust in my hands. My limbs do not tremble. My limbs are immune to failure. Your future will be in my hands. I shall define your future. I will provide you with all of the necessary stuff. In addition, I will carry it out with affection. Quit questioning your worth. Avoid doubting your identity. You are not the person to whom others have referred. You are the person I identified you as. You are adored. You've been selected. You've been anointed. You're mine. Discouragement has been used by the opposition to undercut your motivation. However, you maintain your stand. I maintained my conviction. I stay optimistic. That is confirmation that my spirit is present within you. You're more resilient than you realize, not due to your fortitude, but rather to mine. You embody my authority. You are the funnel via which my spirit exhales. You are never left without help. You are never left without help. You're never without affection. I am always present with you. Your life is going to experience a shift, a divine swerve, a sacred reversal. What was supposed to harm you will now benefit you. I am giving up celestial protection. I am offering aid from unexpected sources. I am directing you to the proper people. You will not ignore what is yours. I'm about to raise you in ways that the rest of the world will not understand. Your private obedience leads to a public promotion. They will not understand it, but they will watch it. You will not have to provide an explanation. There is no need to provide justification. You will surely continue in good standing. No one can deny the presence of my hand. Your brightness is likely to become more intense. Your voice is about to expand. Your capacity for influence is about to grow. I'm confident in your abilities to handle it. Maintain your modesty. Maintain your purity. Maintain acquiescence. These are the keys that will allow you to carry the honor that I am about to bestow on your life. You are presently approaching the end of a prophecy. Generations of prayers for you are finally being answered. The events you thought were impossible are now taking place. You will enter locations that were once only a dream. You will be seated at tables where you never believed you would belong. I will make sure you are seated in that location. I will dress you honorably. I shall engulf you in calm. I'll shower you with blessings. You will exceed your capacity. You will be filled with delight that no event can take away. Not because life is flawless, but because you are aware that I am by your side. You will have another spell of mirth. My presence has healed you, but not because all of your pain has gone away. I will restore the light in your eyes and the hope in your soul. Your healing will be acknowledged more than your wounds. Your strength, not your dispute. Your intentions, rather than your past, determine your fate. I am rewriting your narrative, and each chapter will reflect my kindness. I will offer you unfathomable peace. Despite the presence of cyclones, you will discover peace. Even while the responses are being prepared, you will offer worship. because you are aware of the individual who controls the outcome. The pen that writes your future is in my possession. Additionally, I write solely for success. I exclusively compose redemption. I solely write love poems. My word will speak for you, even while the rest of the world speaks against you. I will remember you, even if others forget about you. I will unlock larger doors with my hand, even if they are closed by men. The view of a man does not limit my favor. You will ascend without effort. You will obtain it without the need for pleading. You will proceed without hesitation, because I preceded you. The healing for which you have prayed is now occurring. The restoration you've been hoping for is near. The clarity for which you cried is finally being shown. Maintain your proximity to me. You will go with divine assurance. Not arrogance, but a boldness that is inherent in my identity. I am convinced that I will never fail, rather than taking joy in my achievements. You've shed tears over this. You have fasted to prepare for this. You had anticipated this. You will now live here. You are on the path of abundance, destiny, and satisfaction. I expressed that, and my words are never considered null and void. I am compelled to carry out my declaration. I keep my commitments. In Jesus' name, amen.